All right. Welcome to Just Magic the Gathering. I was looking to basically do some pack openings. I was looking at the daily store and just making sure I wasn't missing anything here. And one of the things I was actually not terribly, interested in, or I found it more interesting, the idea of the set. For 2,000, you can get Koth's avatar. For 1,500, you can get the back of the art, the card back art. And then he's actually a planeswalker, so you can get either the live animation one or the full art border one for your cosmetic or the card. Like, this is all of the cosmetics. And I've seen that before where they have like a avatar and all the cards associated with them and they cycle them. So if you had one in particular you were after, you could pick it up. And in some ways that's neither here nor there. What I was looking at doing was rounding out my current set. So Lorwyn, if I pick up 2 more Lorwyns, I was just thinking I should probably pick up the Kier if I really wanted to be trying to grind that out. And I miscounted that. For some reason, I thought I needed. Either way, I'm gonna end up on a partial ring. Ward to pay 2 life. Other creatures you control enter with an additional +1/+1 counter on them for each opponent who lost life this turn. Whenever you cast a lizard spell, he deals 1 damage. Interesting. So if you made a lizard deck, you just cast a lizard spell, it damages them, and then I don't know. That seems almost backwards, because you have to damage them to get your lizard in with the counter, but you have to play the lizard to do the damage. The Wind Crystal. Nice. Because white spells you cast 1 less to cast. If you would gain life, you gain twice that much life instead. And for 6, creatures you control gain flying and lifelink until end of turn. The Kin Binding. Creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature. Not sure how much I'm a fan of that. Ward, pay 2 life. Tap, you may cast target zombie creature from your graveyard this turn. I didn't even realize it wasn't my first. It's out of the common set, or the foundations. Lava Leap. All creatures have haste. I'm not sure how much a fan of that works for them too. It's not like your creatures. Whenever a player taps a basic land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type that land produced. Whenever a player taps a basic land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type that land produced. I'm even trying to wrap my head around what that actually implies. Like, I tapped it for red and it produced 1 red. I think it's an anti, so some of your lands you can tap and it gives you 2, and it'll only give you 1. So there is actually cards, so that, yeah. If you, it's like the Badger Cub, when you tap it for mana, it gives you 2. This makes it only gives you the 1. And Wistfulness is not a first for me. Alright. Then if I open all of these extra uncommon, and rare. There's 2 more uncommons and 2 commons. So 2 common tokens, 3 uncommon tokens, and a rare. Plus all my cards. Choose one or both. Target opponent exiles 2 cards from their hand. Brutal. Remove all counters from target creature. I like that. As far as black and flex and exile 2 from your hand. That 4 is a little bit expensive, but that's definitely discard heavy. Vivid. When this creature enters, it deals X damage to target creature an opponent controls, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Eclipsed Elf. Saw this one the other day played against me. It's the you can go hunting for an elf, swamp, or forest, which is kind of nice for an elf deck. Or going back to a black-green deck, because he allows you to go mana hunting if you need it. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Oh, it's the same for white-blue, but it gives for Merfolk. Which, I should look to maybe make a Merfolk deck. There's a bunch of new Merfolk in the Lorwyn set. As an additional cost, cast the spell, Behold an Elemental. 1 red gets target creature you control gains trample until end of turn. If this is the 3rd time this ability has resolved this turn, add 4 mana. Interesting. Seer deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. It's kind of nice. For 2 for 4 damage is actually pretty nice in red, to my understanding. Nothing new yet. Just probably flip them all over. Ching, ching, ching. We have a Shapeshifter, Mutable Explorer. When this creature enters, create a tapped multi-vault token, and it works as land. Somebody played this against me, and that I kind of like. Because for 3, it comes in with a spare land and works as any creature. And the land, for 1, can turn into a creature itself. Whenever this creature enters or transforms, so this is one that you can flop back and forth. 1 blue will take you over and 1 red will take you back. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And then whenever it transforms, at the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 mana of any 1 color. Spend this mana to only cast spells with mana value 4 or greater. Flying and Flash 2 is a mythic. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature with flying. I like that. When this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, search your library for a card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. This is actually the card that they played against me, the green and red deck. Because this is how he went searching for his Ouroboros. So for 3, he was able to pull the Ouroboros out of his deck. And for 1, you can untap another target permanent. So that is an interesting card, or I'm glad to see that. I was actually wondering about going hunting for that card. So, but with that, looking forward to spending some tokens. I'm slowly grinding up earlier today I was thinking about I have more mythics than rares, or it isn't the first time where I've felt rare shy. There's a bunch of really nice rare cards, and yeah, that's where they get you. It takes a while to build out your set and get the cards. But with that, look forward to spending some tokens in the future.